It all begins with a commitment and a vision to see it through. Now, of course, there may be a few challenges, setbacks, and a few growing pains along the way, just to name a few. But a good dose of perseverance will definitely see you through. And before you know it, you realize you're having quite an impact on those around you. And for the last 50 years, the Peninsula Fine Arts Center in beautiful Mariners Museum Park has done just that, by relying on the past, the present, and the future to creatively inspire us all to truly love the wonderful world of art.
I'd always been interested in art, so I ended up teaching privately in my yard. We had a clothesline exhibit. We had a little bit of everything there.
Well, it was a wonderful experience, and it was the beginning of a great art program in Newport News. And I got involved, and I was very happy with all the aspects of it, both the professionals that were here and all the volunteers. The volunteers are just critically important here, of course, but they're also the most committed people that I ever experienced working for. And we didn't have a lot of resources, particularly back then, but somehow or another, we found some resources and got the nucleus, what we have today, going.
Well, my first contact with the PFAC was on the old building over on Warwick as an artist. And then later I was involved as an architect here on this new project, which now celebrates, it's built in 1983, and it's been very successful this whole time, probably more successful than any other art center I know in Virginia.
The center has come a long way in this 50 years. I mean, from clothesline art displays at Agnes's house to world-class art like we have here today with the Art and the Animal exhibition. But it's really been a continuous life cycle. We're always moving back into the local community to tap into the talent that's here, not only for our studio art school and for the art that's on display, but also in our gallery shop, as well as volunteers, board members. We're very fortunate to have a vast array of really talented, committed people who make Peninsula Fine Arts Center what it is today, taken us through some rough times, and also are going to set the course for our next 50 years.
It's a great time for us as a community to look at PFAC and value PFAC in our daily lives and look at the role that PFAC has served over the past 50 years and think about what the community would be like without PFAC in it if it didn't exist. Where would you come and bring your children right around the corner within our community to see a changing exhibition of incredibly beautiful art every 2 or 3 months? Where would our regional artists have the opportunity to display and show their works? Where would regional artists have the opportunity to sell their works? And where would people have the opportunity to come together in this kind of a stimulating environment and learn from each other in so many ways? It serves so many purposes, and it's right here for us. And so, 50 years of that opportunity in a beautiful environment like this is just priceless in our community.
It's very meaningful to me. I grew up in Newport News. I remember this building when it was an abandoned testing lab when I was a kid, and to see it turn into something that serves the community like this is very meaningful.
I think it's very important to have this available to the community, for not only for the children to be able to come in and study and take classes. The pottery classes are wonderful, but allowing people to have freedom of creative expression and direction in the different media in expressing themselves this way.
I'm part of a legion of people who believe that art is one of the most important things you can have in your daily life. And the way I practice that is to be here at the Peninsula Fine Arts Center as the curator and program director. If you are such an enthusiastic person about art, what you want to have happen is have everyone in your community, everyone within any driving distance, everyone with any access to you, to get to your place and see what you have to offer. And so for our Newport News community and the broader Peninsula community and the broader Hampton Roads community, to be doing this for 50 years is an extraordinary thing. And we do it lots of different ways. We do it by connecting people with artists that they may know who live down the block. And then we take it sort of further out. Then we go find artists who may be in the big cities, or in Washington, D.C., or in other states, who have other things to offer, have other things to show us. And so the Peninsula Fine Arts Center has embraced those artists as well. And then we move out to a whole international kind of spectrum of exhibitions of artists and try and bring a little bit of everything to this community. But one of the things we really try and do is to hook you into something familiar, and then through the shows try and give you just a little bit more, and then a little bit more. We try and entertain you a little bit. We try and educate you a little bit. And for a place in Newport News, in Hampton Roads, to do that for 50 years and to do it successfully with style and character is really a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I'm really honored to be part of Peninsula Fine Arts Center's 50th anniversary celebration.